Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm gonna have the beers with Barton. It is Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, December 25th. Yep, Jesus' birthday. It's here. There's always a big lead up to it, but the day has come. Almost past 10:20 at night, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, hope everyone who's watching got to enjoy some time with their friends, family, or however they decide to spend it. Whether you celebrate Jesus' birth or not, just enjoy the time today. We had a phenomenal day. Last couple days, we've got some traditions that we participate in. Starting Saturday, we had the get together with our besties. Michaela went to school with a couple of the families from daycare from 2.5. So known these girls for 13 years, basically 12, 13 years. We've been doing this for years and years and years. So spent the evening there, did white elephant, girls did a white elephant, good food, good drinks, darts, whole thing. And then that was Saturday night. And then Sunday we went to church and enjoyed the last... Did we go on Sunday? Actually, we did not go to church. We actually volunteered at church for the Christmas special. That's right. Monday went up to Chapel Hill, as we know, and watched the Tar Heels win. Niners beat the Colts. Came back Tuesday, went to Christmas Eve church service with all of our friends again. Went over to a friend's house to celebrate. Girls played some cards. The moms, by girls went upstairs on their phones. Dads hung out in the kitchen and drank beer and bourbon and talked. And then Wednesday, Christmas Eve. For years, we used to play soccer, but the numbers of the people who were available kind of started to dwindle, and also the weather was kind of crappy. So the last couple of years, we played pickleball. So we did that yesterday. I think it was our third year in a row. Definitely second, but could be third. And there's probably, 12, 14 of us. And so we played for about an hour and a half. And then we went over to a friend's house, the three families, 4 girls, 3 families, that had grilled cheeses and soup, although it was 72 degrees. Played a couple games, and then everyone kind of did their own separate thing last night for our Christmas Eve. We came home, we kind of chilled, we ended up watching a movie together. We did do dinner together. I can't remember what we did. Maybe I made mac and cheese for the girls. I really don't remember. We didn't have anything planned. But watched The Greatest Showman. We're gonna watch a Christmas movie. Michaela was like, I've seen pretty much everyone this year with friends or at school. So we watched The Greatest Showman, which was great. And then tried to get a good night's sleep, which we did. And then Santa came. Michaela had to wake me up to let me know that Santa had come. Jess has a pretty hard time sleeping in, so I think she was up at 7:30, and I think I was up closer to 8 or 8:30. So came downstairs. Jess had made coffee. She's put together a casserole because the in-laws and uncle came over today. We'll get to that in a minute. Pretty basic: hash browns, egg, and cheese. It was good. Add a little hot sauce. It was fantastic. And then Michaela opened all her presents, and it's gotten harder and harder for her. She's gotten older. It's like, give me money or give me clothes. But like picking out clothes for her can be tough because styles change. But she started making lists. So Jess was able to find some good stuff. Grandma was able to find some good stuff. But her big ask this year, she wanted a new iPad. The iPad she had was probably, I think I have a picture of her when she was 2. So it's probably 12 years old. It may have been used. And so it did its job. She likes to watch shows on it. She doesn't really use it for anything else. Pretty much just watching shows. Maybe looking at like Target.com or whatever she looks at. But she'd been asking for it, and that was kind of her big gift. So Jess found one on sale a couple weeks ago. Pretty good price. So we did do that, and we got her some clothes, and she got some money, and she got some jewelry, and she got a couple practical things like a nice phone charger, new AirPods, which we got her the new AirPods, but funny enough, she lost hers, which we didn't know, around Thanksgiving. She hasn't been able to find them, and just ordered her some a couple weeks ago. So it worked out because those AirPods were old. Sucked because Jessica was going to use them, but maybe they'll turn up. And Grandma and Grandpa got her some clothes, and some money, which is good, go towards her car. Played some games, a lot of games here. We did a white elephant. Jess is parents came over, about 10, and uncle. And we had breakfast. We did our white elephant. Michaela got some gifts. We played some games. We had the football game on. It was 70, so we sat outside on the patio. Everyone took a walk except Michaela and I. Michaela took a nap, and I was just chilling on the couch. So they all went and took a walk, and then they left around 3:34. And then my niece Alejandra came over, and her husband Mitchell, his niece and nephew, came over probably 4:30ish, and we played some games. Had the game on, played some Christmas music, had a couple drinks. It was fantastic. I have not spent time with them for far too long, so really enjoyed that. A couple weeks ago, so when we were growing up, my dad grew up extremely poor, rough. And so there's 5 kids. We didn't have a lot, but stockings was his thing. So he always was very thoughtful about putting together stockings. And it would be very simple stuff. It could be like, an orange or the chocolate orange. It could be a puzzle. It could be socks. It could be a lot of practical stuff. But then he always picked out, my mom too, I'm sure, one practical thing. So it was like, maybe a Nintendo game if I was playing, if they could afford it, a DVD, a VHS probably when I was younger still. I actually worked at a store when I was 17 that sold VHSs, so that's how old I am. Something like that. So stockings have always been the big things. My dad's been gone for many, many years. Stockings, we've always done them, but probably not the same tradition. So a few years ago, my niece Alejandra, when we all got together, did stockings for everyone, like myself, Jessica, Alejandra, Michaela, all the family. It was really cool, and it kind of brought those memories back. So that was a few years ago, and we haven't always spent Christmas been able to all get together. So when I knew they were able to come over, I was like, I kind of want to do stockings for them. Like, I just want to just kind of remember the thing. So Michaela helped pick it out. We picked out some like candies. We picked out some gift cards. We got some scratchers. Unfortunately, they only won $2 from all the scratchers. Some other little candy, some cash, and like I said, like gift cards like Chick-fil-A and Starbucks. Just, it was cool for them. They really appreciated it. They did the scratchers. We played Flip 7. So it was cool. We hung out there for about 3 hours, and that was just really, really nice. They went home. We all kind of chilled on the couch for a while. Michaela was a champ today. She hung out with everybody. She was in her room a very minimal amount of time. Played the games, talked. It's amazing how quickly she's growing, and just she seemed to have a great day. She said thank you numerous times. I think she's very happy with not only her iPad and her iPods, AirPods, not iPods, the clothes she wanted, the gift cards, the money's always a nice hit. So I think she had a good day. Then we watched Charlie Brown Christmas tonight, and then she ended up going upstairs. Jess and I watched the show, and I've been watching some football because I'm in a couple fantasy championships. And then Stranger Things episode 5, 6, and 7 have been released for 2.5 hours. So I think I'm going to finish this game here, and I'm going to get an episode in. They're about an hour each, 5, 6, and 7, and then the finale on New Year's Eve day is about 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I think I'm gonna try to get one in, and hopefully not fall asleep because I'm pretty tired too. And no plans tomorrow except to clean this house, go through stuff, donate stuff, throw stuff out, sell stuff if it's worth anything, or give it away, whatever it is. And we're gonna move some stuff around. We're gonna end up getting a treadmill because Michaela's shown some interest in the treadmill. I use a treadmill when I'm at the gym. That's my choice. I'm kind of done with the bike. I did it for years, and it was great, but I'm kind of over it. So get a treadmill. So we'll get that all set up so we can put it in the bonus room. Organize Jessica's office and our room as well. So we're gonna try to get all that stuff done. But yeah, I think I'll be able to get an episode in. It's an hour, right? So anyways, cheers to Jesus. It's his birthday. Whether you celebrate him or not, we do. It's a very big central part of our life. I grew up in the church. Jessica did not, but she did youth groups and stuff. Michaela has grown up in the church, but we never forced it on her because I knew how I grew up, and I kind of pushed back on it, didn't really understand. And there's a time in my teens, early 20s where God really wasn't a big part of my life. although I knew he was there. So we kind of gave her the space to make her own decisions. She's chosen to really get into church and youth group and doing trips and stuff. And her gift to me, actually, she got great gifts for both of us. She spent a lot of time creating this really cool basket for Jessica with like a color theme and like a lot of thoughtful stuff, like comfort foods and coffee and a book and a brand new thermos, a picture of them together, and some like really, really sweet quotes from like a movie about mother-daughter, from a Bible verse, just super thoughtful. And she did it on her own. She did the research. I took her shopping the last couple days, Target a few days ago, and then to Harris Teeter yesterday to get a final few things. And then she put together like basically a study Bible guide for me, where you write down your favorite Bible verses, and then like she did it by hand and wrote like an example, picked out this really cool verse as the first page as an example, and then the note page of how you can like summarize that verse and like the meanings on it. And it's just, yeah, it's a hand put together. It's amazing. She thought of it. And I've been trying to make the statement I made, what I want to do for 2026 personally is just get closer to God, just spend time with him, and being thankful, and just being in the moment with him. Be thankful for my family. We're going to try as a family to do more stuff like volunteering with local stuff around here, and just being more God-centered. And that's what we're all striving for. We're all on board with it. Really get involved with our church, which we go every Sunday. We volunteer from time to time, but can we volunteer more? Can we give more time to the church? Can we start taking classes? They offer classes, marriage or family classes, or just personal classes. So we're going to try to just shift our focus and time to that type of stuff, because life definitely feels busy and it's going by fast, especially with a teenage daughter that's in high school and is getting ready to start driving soon. And before we know it, we'll be doing college applications. So we always find time to watch football and do the things we want, and scroll on our phone. So being a little bit more thoughtful about our time. Those are our goals. We'll see what happens. We've all got to hold ourselves accountable. But circling back to today, just a great day. Christmas has changed over the years. My mom and two brothers are back in California. Have not spent a Christmas with them in a very long time. Around the holidays we have, but not for actually. And so I'm actually going to take a trip out there at the end of January for like a very long weekend. My older brother's birthday is on the 25th of January. So I'm going to make some time to go out there, like a Friday to Monday, Friday to Tuesday kind of thing. Once work kind of settles, because it's going to be really busy early January. Towards the end, I'm just going to take, it's 2 days really. It's going to take the time. I'm going to do it. So anyways, cheers to everyone. A very Merry Christmas. Yes, Christmas. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Diwali. I know it's not around this time, but whatever you celebrate, doesn't matter. Just be a good person, care about your family and your other human beings, and that's all that really matters. But today was great. Jess and I were just talking a few minutes ago before she went up to bed, like kind of a little bit of an anticlimactic day, not in a bad way. I just think there's so, the build up to the season, you're looking for time off and a reset, and 2026 will be my year the next year, and that's all great. But the actual day is kind of like, it's here. You kind of go, I wouldn't say through the motions, but you do what you do, and it's looked different for years. Our family spread apart. Family that's here, we don't really get together as much, and so it just looks different. Michaela, she's a teenager now. I mean, she's not a little kid. She knows Santa's not real, so it just looks different. But to have family here, to spend the time together, even if it's just sitting around and talking normal conversation, how's work? What are you guys doing? It still felt good. It's still valuable time that I appreciate, that I know shouldn't be taken for granted. I know a lot of people wish we'd have it. So I'm thankful for it. And it was just so awesome to see my niece and nephew tonight, spend a couple hours with them, have a few drinks, play some games, just catch up with them, and just have a good time. And it was really good. So don't have to go back to work for a week. Jess and I don't. And Michaela doesn't have school until the Monday following after New Year's. I think it's the 5th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Yeah, so another whole week off. We don't have a ton planned. We have a few things here and there. Going to go try to see the new Avatar movie. There's football on. New Year's Eve, we're going to try to figure out what are we going to do, and all that good stuff. But I'm sure Michaela will try to do stuff. But we're going to spend some time tomorrow just relaxing, cleaning the house, eating some good food, hopefully spending some time together. And then the weekend will be here, and we'll figure out what that has to bring for us too. So Merry Christmas to all. We're gonna do Old Fezziwig. It's one of my favorite beers. It only comes out this time of year. Sierra Nevada. I'm sorry, not Sierra Nevada. My bad. Sam Adams. It's definitely a limited release, and I think it's an appropriate beer. Not only because it's a fantastic beer, it's got that Christmas like ale brewed with cinnamon, ginger, and orange peel. So it's 5.9, 25 IBUs, so very, very good. But I think it's appropriate because I feel like I'm an old Fezziwig myself, which is kind of what this beer is. It's like a Scrooge almost, like an old uncle who's just. Is there a picture? Oh man. Anyways, great beer. I enjoy it. So cheers again to Jesus. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. 10:30 at night. I'm going to finish this game. Should be over pretty soon. And then I'm going to try to get a Stranger Things episode in and then take my butt to bed and just sleep till whenever I can. 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9, 10, no matter. Just got tomorrow to kind of start getting ready for 2026. Moving some around. So cheers, everybody. Again, Merry Christmas. Ooh, Old Fezziwig. It's a 5.9er. So, all right, that's it. I'm wrap it up here. In my mind, these things are 5 minutes, and then I see it's at 10. I'm like, I gotta finish up, and now we're at almost 17 minutes. I've probably been rambling a bit, but I don't know. This is a good therapy session to me. I don't care if people listen or not. I enjoy it. If you listen, cool. If you don't, it's fine. If you fast forward, I get it. But these are memories I'll look back on watching these videos years from now. Excuse me. And today was a good day. Today was a great day. Very thankful. Anticlimactic or not, it was just time spent with family and friends. Actually, all family. There were no friends. I'm literally related to all the people I spent time with today, either through marriage or blood, or both, and that's cool too. But just enjoyed it. I think Jessica's really tired, but she enjoyed it, and Michaela was just happy, go lucky, and just really enjoyed the time too. And I just love to see her happy and smile. And it wasn't just about her getting gifts and the materialistic stuff. She thoroughly enjoyed just hanging out, spending time, and playing the games. Yeah, she's on her phone a lot and snapping with people or texting, but it's okay. That's great too. I text with people all the time. So again, cheers, Old Fezziwig. Finish off tonight, my nephew said, hey, BWB could be bourbon with Barton. And I said, yeah, it wouldn't end well. Every once in a while on these, I've done celebratory shots or whatnot. If I actually did just a bourbons with Barton, probably wouldn't end well. But sip a little bit of this tonight. That'd be a good way to end the evening. It's a good one. Merry Christmas to all. To all a good night. Until next time. Deuces.